Hey, good morning, Warrior. You got a twofer here today. Today we're going to talk about newbie gains AD. What to do after. Give you kind of a goal, kind of template, kind of give you a mindset of what's in store for you after your newbie gains. And also with that, you're going to get a bonus on as I demonstrate this new method, I'm going to give you an exercise that's the dips. I'm going to show you a cool little variation of doing the dips. Dips are one of my favorite moves to actually hit your chest a little better, a little deeper, and then also hit your abs. So I'm going to give you a demonstrate for you on that one. You get a 2-for-1 today. So this is Coach Spiegel here, and this is WarriorResults.com, and where I help husbands lose weight, get fit, and strengthen their marriage. I think I got them. Yep. All right. Anyways, all right, let's get to it. Newbie gains. Newbie gains are your first 1 to 2 years. There's people that actually never go beyond their newbie gains. It's about 20-ish pounds of muscle. And typically newbie gains is just for, you're just at it the first time. It's you're like a rookie. Everything grows really, really fast. Basically, for your newbie gains, we won't get too much into it, like how to work out for your newbie gains, because it's really hard to screw up. All you got to do is be good enough most of the time in the gym. We're not going to talk about nutrition or diet, anything like that. Basically, you do have to eat enough protein for your newbie gains, but you can, you don't really need to follow any kind of, you just show up, do the work, be good enough most of the time. Show up not even most days of the week. I've seen newbie gains happen for people at 1 day a week. They just showed up and they just worked out 1 day a week. That's not ideal, but what to do after that. So you kind of like let's say you're tracking your reps and your sets. With your newbie gains, you're going up by about 5 to 10% a week, which is, let's say you're doing chest presses with 40s and you get to about 10 reps and that's easy. Last week it was like, I barely got 10. This week you hit those 40s and then you got 12 reps. You're like, whoa, not bad. And then so next week you grab 45 pounders. You go up 10, 12, 14. Usually you do the whole cliche 3 sets of 10. So once that 10th rep gets easy, then you crank it up. So you're going to come to a point where your reps are going up, up, up. Your sets are going up, up, up. Like you're tracking on a thing. And then all of a sudden it'll just kind of like, it'll kind of level off there and then boom. And as your newbie gains exhausted. For me it was about this latest, for me my very first weight loss transformation. This is back, I'm 39 now today. Man, I got an awful glare on the side of the video. Is it like that for you too? I think we got, I'm doing this right at the sun, the morning coming up, so I got the sunlight coming in. Maybe do this. All right, yeah, that's a little better. Okay, sorry about that. My very first weight loss transformation, I hit newbie gains plateau about, it was probably about a year into it or so. You got muscles on you. You look like you work out. You can throw some weight around. 20 pounds of muscles is nothing to sneeze at. But then it levels off. And to be honest with you, I was in my early 20s when I got going on this. So when I got my heart broken and I was 80 plus pounds overweight, and I went on a vengeance on a streak to win her back, to lose weight like that, to make her jealous and lose weight. And I gained about 25 pounds of muscle during that weight loss transformation, and I just stayed there. I never went beyond it. And I was about 8 to 10. I was about 8% back then, 8% body fat, and just kind of maintained that. Like it just consistently showed up, and I always change up the workouts, everything like that going forward. This latest weight loss transformation, from chubby husband to hot husband, it was sooner than that. I was about a year or so. I had a bunch of injuries I dealt with in there, so it was about a year put on that 25 pounds. And then, so I'm at this point right now. That's why I'm sharing it with you today. What you do is you switch from, this is a system called the double gainz method, where you have a rep range. I like you actually want, this is a little higher. You can mix in the higher, but with the double gains method, it's about 5 to 7 reps with a weight. And once you hit that magical 7th rep, then you grab the next size up. So you just stick to that 7th rep. Let's say you're doing chest, because you do want to focus on what the 5 to 7 is the 10 to 12 is a little bit more hypertrophy. You do want to focus on strength a little bit more. You want to influence strength a little bit more than just, because you will get stronger here, but here you want to get stronger and get and put on the muscles. That you want to look like you work out. You want to look like that muscle is there. All right, so and you just keep going up like that. So you're going up in weight. It's called the double gains because you're going up in weight and you're also going out that way. You're going up in the weight and you're going out in the reps as well until you hit that 7th rep and then go back down. There's a little bit more to it, but I just want to get to what you do after that. Once you get through there, you switch to a target rep. And each week shifts out. So right now, I really don't like this thing. Sorry, wife, that's got to go. Messing up my videos. I got no room to maneuver here. All right, you start off with, let's see, 8 reps, 6, 5. And then you grab a weight that you can get for, let's say, 6, 7 reps. So this is week 1, week 2, and week 3. Okay, and then now you are telling your muscles what to do. In this double gains method and the newbie gains method, you kind of listen to your body a little bit more. You listen to, okay, my muscles are giving me signals that's stronger. 7th rep is now easy. I need to up the weight a little bit. Need to go to the next size up. Here you say, screw you muscles, I'm going to tell you how many reps to do. So you grab a weight that's, you can go off of percentages of 1 rep max. You can do all that. It doesn't really matter. I like going off a weight that you got 8 reps on. So week 1's 8, 6, 5, however you want to do it. And or you can go off to 7, 6, 5, however you want. But you go off 8 reps. Rest in, you can rest whatever you want in between. But you got 8 reps where you probably could have got 1 or 2 extra more. You follow me so far? Making sense? I'm going to show you how this looks in this demonstration video here. Coming right up. So you got your 8. Rest, let's say 1 minute. And then the next set is 7. And then you rest about 15 seconds. You do a method called, a technique called rest reps, where you didn't get that 7th rep. If you absolutely had to push it, you probably had like 1 or 2 reps in the left in the tank. You leave those reps in the tank. And now you you rest 15 seconds. And then you crank out like 2 more to get to that 8. Or 1 more to get to that 8. Okay? So you just take a little break. I describe it as like you're sprinting a quarter mile. And you're not quite to that quarter mile, let's say a mile, half mile. You're not quite there yet, but your body's giving out, like you're, So you just kind of stop for like a couple seconds, and then you pick up right back running. You stop for a couple seconds, and you get right back running. And eventually you get to that quarter mile of sprinting. Your body doesn't really know that you stopped all the time. All it understands is, dude, we just sprinted a quarter mile. So that's what you're doing here. Like these little breaks don't really, all your body knows is the total amount of tension, the total amount of reps going on here, okay? So you just rest for a little bit, 1 minute. What you're going to find, you do that the next set. So this is set 1, set 2, set 3. All of a sudden you are, oops, sorry, that should be 8. Set 3, all of a sudden you only got 6 with 1 or 2 reps in the tank. Rest that 10, 15 seconds. Then you crank out 2, okay? All a target rep. You're going for that target rep going forward. You do this in the newbie gains part, and it's too much on the body, it's too much on the muscles. They're not quite conditioned enough to respond to that. So let me show you. Today was chest, back, and biceps. Chest, back, and biceps. This is right in the middle of my workout with my dips. And my rep range target was 12. Okay, rep range chart. I was a little deeper into the workout. My beginning sets were all this lower rep range. Right in the middle, I go for those mid reps, those 8 to 12-ish. So my rep range is 12, and I'm going to show you how this looks like with your dips. All right, here my target rep goal, TRM, excuse me, target rep mission is 12 reps. And these are called planche dips. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, if it's French for planche, Planche. The goal is overall, my TRM is 12 reps altogether. And I just did 6 reps there. And then I am now resting about 15 seconds. And I just time it right there on the rest. Planche dips here, you kick your knees up. Doot, doot. There's my timer. I go right back to it. Put the knees up. What it helps you do is it gets you a deeper stretch at the bottom. As you can see, I go way down there. And then, there's 3. So 6 plus 3 is 9. So I'm up to 9. And then it also hits your abs as well, going through it. You can do a little stretches. Sometimes I do that in between those sets. It's not necessary to do, but as you go through it. All right, here is my last 3 now. After a little break. So my target TRM is 12 altogether, so I just took 3 sets to get there. 3, 2, and 1. Very good, very good.